boys are at large.
Hey, welcome to the Trash Pandas podcast. Let's get the song out of the way. I'm on mushrooms. Let's go.
Two Dolts, Chris and Daryl, yeah, they run shit. Current world events and forever on some dumb shit. Fun lit with a Bush Light, especially. Even though they always getting banned, allegedly. Crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just two dolts. And you know they hold it down like it's two ropes. So crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just two dolts. Taking over in the game, bringing new hope.
Welcome to the podcast, guys. Let's all just be one unified group, like one earth, one love, one feeling, you know?
Do you know how awful that would be if everybody felt the same way about everything?
Well, there's pros and cons to it, you know?
There's just no pro.
Okay. I loved how your fucking wife was like, "Are you guys recording? I'm trying to be quiet." It sounds like she's fucking making butter.
Dude, she's banging on the fucking store door because her idiot puppy won't come back in the house.
Stop having dogs.
Dude, it's 1:45. He's running around the backyard living his best life right now.
Dude, you guys get dogs like the way that someone tries to save a relationship by getting pregnant. It's just not.
Our rescue dog hates everybody. Our fucking puppy we did not pay the extra to get a brain in this golden retriever. He is dumb as dude, I do this like he's standing out there in the middle. It is 4 degrees outside. He's sitting out there, just looking around. Hey man,
it's a problem. You guys,
he's so fucking dumb.
Hey, look at me, and you're my peer. You want a snack? You want a treat? You want this? You want that?
Try that. He won't come in.
Stop getting animals.
Dude, fuck off.
Stop getting animals.
She's a dumb golden retriever. He doesn't listen.
Yeah. Is she talking to you or the fucking dog?
She's talking to the dog now.
Touch and go. Touch and go.
And the problem is I really can't hear her because I have both headphones on under here. Usually I have one off the ear.
It's worth it.
So like if she's everything. She's like, oh, well, yeah. But she's like, don't yell. I'm like, well, when I get agitated and I have both earphones on, I can't hear myself. So I get really loud. Hey, the fuck. Finally came in. Dude, he's so dumb. Loves it outside. He just loves being outside. Nice tits.
Well, I mean, I didn't see fucking shit. I just saw fucking covered this. Like she's in
her nipples were just
nice, dude.
With
nice.
Fucking Steve Buscemi's eyes.
It's like half a nightcrawler for a fucking nip. So is the nipple the whole tit, or is it just the fucking?
It's like an eighth of it.
The barb that hangs off a fucking tit.
You've seen my wife's boobs. You see how?
I've never seen your wife's boobs.
Well, not like unsheathed, but she's got giant boobies.
She does. Yeah.
She's had them forever.
Well, welcome to Trash Pandas podcast. I am drunk and I am also
starting to catch a buzz.
I wouldn't say microdosing on mushrooms, but it feels like a macrodose on mushrooms. Like sometimes when you eat a little bit, it just was like, hey, babe.
Yeah.
You know how you were just going to invite some friends to the party and then like all of a sudden there's 90 Puerto Ricans in your pool? That's what we have going on right now.
This is an oil slick on top of your pool.
I've had a mucho influx
of mushroomos.
Mushroomos. Los Lobos is actually going to play in a little bit. They're going to play La Bamba over and over again because that's their only song. Yeah, I'm a little bit on mushrooms. By a little bit on mushrooms, I mean it hit. Usually you take mushrooms and like 15 20 minutes 30 minutes later you get this warm effect that washes over you. Tequila Rose. I took mushrooms today and in 4 minutes it's like someone threw a blanket that was on fire at me. So here we are. I can still see. I'm good. It's fine. Hey, we were talking about movies in a previous podcast. And do you remember the movie where a white dude pretended
Django.
to be black.
Tropic Thunder.
No, to get around. I mean, so we think like DEI was a thing like just now, but like for the longest time, places like Stanford and stuff like that would, like maybe if a guy was similar, they would have the black guy get the scholarship versus the white guy. There was a movie in the 80s. Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Drink her all down.
Regular moonshine out.
Go on, Daddy.
Should I get the regular moonshine out?
Yes, of course you should. I'm drinking like 190 proof bourbon, dude. Do you remember this movie?
Wait, just one of the guys?
No.
Oh, hold on.
Soul Man. We talked about how like movies don't take any shots anymore. This is the purest example. Again, bad shot, but this is a purest example of somebody that wrote a script and the movie got made and they were just shooting their goddamn shot. They didn't give a fuck. This clip from the movie, there's no way that you could write a paragraph to the scene, let alone the entire scene. Are you ready?
Yep.
Raspberry tart, Mark?
Oh, no, thank you. I really couldn't eat another bite. All my life, I've only been able to think about one thing. White women. And now, at last, I'm going to have one.
Leslie Nielsen.
Bundy Dunbar, how many times have I asked you not to watch that thing at the dinner table?
Bitch, please.
So everyone at the table
He's having some sort of weird fantasy. I love the clock ticking in the background.
Yeah. Rich people always have clocks.
Yeah.
Daddy, did I tell you Mark's going to Harvard Law School?
This is the best part.
Yes, you did.
Go get my heroin and my hypodermic needle, bitch.
Why? This movie's never, ever, ever getting made now.
This is why they only make remakes. Yes. When you take big swings, man, sometimes you miss.
Give me some more watermelon while you're at it.
Yes, dear.
White fat ass slut. What you looking at?
Raspberry tart, Mark?
It's Mark.
Yeah, at least come up with a more black name. I mean,
I know, right?
we got Mark Cooper.
Yeah. Hanging with Mr. Cooper?
We got Marky Mark. What other black guys named Mark? Mark Cooper.
Mark Morrison.
Mark Jackson. He's the Jackson Brothers accountant. No, Mark Jackson played basketball.
Oh, for Phoenix or the Pistons?
Mark Jackson. He had the fucking Nuggets.
The Knicks?
Nuggets. And Knicks.
Okay.
The Knicks.
Be careful, sir. Mushroom boy.
You ain't black.
Yeah, I think if you're writing a movie, you maybe want to go a little bit more like Marquee, you know? Marquee apostrophe. Marquee. Right?
Let's shock this up to bad decisions.
Hey, take it to Pound Town, Daddy. I also saw this because usually Trash Pandas is really just about us playing videos and talking about it. So they're saying that the script for the Super Bowl has been leaked. And I want this on public record So if it doesn't happen on Sunday, we can come back, replay it, and say, you know what, Daryl, you old curmudgeon, you bitch, you're correct. But if it does happen on Sunday, I want you to say, Chris, you beautiful bitch, you are correct. Names to be determined. Shaked.
So you should shake.
In and up, in and up, in and up, in and up.
Deal.
Okay.
Because this is one of my rants I was going to go on earlier.
Okay. Here's the problem. Okay, so I got your notes for the rants.
And you called me. You called me just a crotchety old fuck.
Yes. Because you are. If you had a lawn that was worth a shit, you would sit outside and yell at the kids for being on your lawn. But you don't. Your lawn sucks. Your house sucks.
Dude, I'm out. Yeah. Dude, my lawn's awesome. I hang out there all the time.
Sure.
We have fires. I DJ out there.
Sure. I'm sure you guys have a fucking 55-gallon drum and a lot of black guys sing around it. It's great.
Hang on, I have to get back to my microphone here.
Does Belle Biv DeVoe show up?
Dude, it's so they don't sing End of the Road. They start with Motown Philly to get the fucking hood popping.
Boys to Men, sorry, my bad.
I just picked up a 55-gallon drum from my parents last Sunday. Hang on. Hang on, I'm gonna screenshot.
I love this so much.
Fucking security camera right now. Show you. Oh fuck, it's not there. Hang on, I gotta find it. I'll find another one. Yes, I actually.
Yeah.
I mean, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. I have a fire pit my cousin gave us.
Sure.
That has my last name on it on both sides.
Love it.
To set it up in the driveway, it comes in like 9 pieces. Then all the nails are in the driveway. And my wife has driven over it a couple times. Whatever. So
sure.
Back when I lived at my old house, my mom gave me this chimenea, it's called.
Mm-hmm.
It's big at the bottom, goes up, it's got a little chimney.
Yeah.
It's been in the backyard of my house. I figured I was going to have fires in the backyard. Come to find out, having fires in the fucking driveway is way more fun because the whole neighborhood comes over. So a couple weekends ago when Brady wanted...
They really just come for the heat.
Yeah.
From alcohol. Out of the bridges from which they live.
And the free booze.
Yeah.
So I dragged this fucking thing from the middle of my backyard up the side of my house around a basketball hoop and put it in alongside the driveway. So when Brady and I were out there, we threw a bunch of pallets in there, a bunch of wood in there, and we were playing hockey.
You're talking about music. The chimenea.
Yeah, it's called a chimenea.
Whatever. They do kick out good heat.
Yeah, they do. They do. I was surprised.
Sure.
What I was looking for, and I told my dad this prior, I said I wanted to see if he can get his hands on a 55-gallon drum. I go cut it down to about a foot and a half, a foot, whatever. I was just going to throw it off the side of my driveway, throw the wood in it because all the heat just comes right up and out.
Sure.
So I was like, get that. So last weekend I went out to my parents' house and my dad had it and he had half a quart of wood for me. I'm like, dude, I don't need all this wood. I burned pallets.
Yeah.
Throw a log in there every once in a while. Gets out nice heat. So I do have a 55-gallon drum cut. It's sitting right next to my garbage totes in the front yard. And I cannot wait to have a fucking fire in it.
Easy call. Easy call for me. Easy.
Dude, I'm a fucking country boy stuck in the city, and I am continuing to bring the country out here.
So
the hood loves that. The hood loves the country guy. They love the white guy here.
So some guy wrote a book where he basically was saying country white dudes and hood black dudes care about the same shit. Now, if you take color out of it, right?
Yeah.
Shitty cars, souped up, fits, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Loud music.
I love loud music. I do.
Fits.
Why would you not listen to your music loud? If you're into it, why are you not turning it up?
And I'm just respectful of other people's, shit. Dude, there's nothing worse.
Wait. So at no point do you ever sit there around Saturday, tomorrow night, you got nothing going on.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife's busy, the kids are asleep, or they're just hanging out at the house and you're chilling, having some bourbon, and you don't want to go out on your back porch, pour yourself a nice, healthy glass of bourbon and turn Oasis up to 11 and just sit there and just be soaked into it.
No.
There's nothing more that I want to do in the summertime is to go outside and fucking crank up music. And I usually play rap music for the neighborhood. And I want it loud. And I want it to fucking hammer. I want it to echo through the neighborhood.
Respectful of now, hold on. When the meth heads are fucking starting to pop off, I want nothing more than one of your systems. And I'm going to buy one. And I'm going to not crank my music. When they start popping off, I'm going to play Celine Dion nonstop. Because nothing says stop doing meth.
Yeah.
And abusing drugs. Now, I don't abuse drugs, Daryl. I use drugs. I'm not an abuser, but a user.
You're just an ab away.
You're just an ab away. So, no, when they start popping off, I actually thought about buying a fence.
This was a great idea when you proposed this to me a long time ago. I was a huge fan of this idea.
Okay, so I was going to build a fence.
How far? Okay, let's just set the tone here.
Okay.
You live in Southern Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
You have meth heads that live how far away from your house?
I would say 85 yards away from my house.
So less than a football field away from you.
Yes.
How close is your property line to their house?
It's separated by a road.
Okay, so it's across the street. How far is that road from your house? So of the let's just say it's
74 feet. It's 74 yards.
So let's just say it's 100 yards between you and neighbors.
Yeah, easy.
So
yeah.
The road is 3/4 of the way there.
Yep.
So you were going to build a fence at the edge of the road.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, carry on.
A big fence.
So we have, how tall? Like 12 feet?
I saw on Amazon that I could buy a mesh like golf fence. So like put up by cables.
Yeah.
20 feet high.
Okay, but that's not going to deter them from looking through it.
No, it's you can see lights kind of, but other than that, you can't see shit.
So let's just say for shits and giggles, you put up a 12-foot privacy fence of either
privacy fence? Does it tell the fucking future or what?
My mouth is so dry, my teeth stuck to my coat.
Oh, fence, what's my future? Your friend Daryl's gay and his wife's going to leave him.
You're going to put up a privacy fence.
Hey, that's our new movie.
Fuck that up, too. Privacy.
Will you stop talking British? You fucking
B's and F's. You're going to put up a 12-foot privacy fence. Did I fuck it up again?
You said
privacy fence.
You said privacy sense.
Private. Fucking goddamn moonshine. Privacy fence. 12 foot.
Got it. Okay.
Made of vinyl or wood. Let's just say for shits and giggles, that's what's happening.
Sure. Okay.
At the edge of the road, 75 yards away, right across the street from the meth lab.
Right. So since it's on my property, since it's on my property, I can have things do whatever the fuck I feel like having to do. Right. So I was going to adorn the top of the fence with
turrets,
egregious lights, like Mexicans coming over the border now that Trump's in charge, like type of lights, like that kind of shit, right? And all I wanted was to be able to go to Alexa, also with speakers. Okay,
I was waiting for you to get to that point. Okay,
and so there's going to be speakers too with the lights, right? On the privacy fence.
I was trying to be fucking uppity when I said that, and I couldn't. My brain was going one way. Yeah, exactly.
Privacy.
Have a privacy fence.
We need the blacks
there it
so we have some more privacy. So I wanted to be able to go to Alexa and say, Alexa, meth heads. And then she would kick on My Heart Will Go On, Celine Dion.
Rolling on repeat.
Fucking through fucked up speakers. Like we're gonna ruin your life speakers. And also like a hot pink light.
That just fucking strobe.
Because in the town where all the people do all the math, there's some great bars, but nobody wants to like walk in between bars because you're literally walking past people doing crack. Okay.
And you say I live in a fucked up place.
Yeah. You're right.
I think there's a word for that.
No, I'm gonna eat. I'm eating a shit sandwich. You're. I
can't remember what this word is called.
Hypocritical. You're correct.
Bingo.
I'm sorry. You're correct. I thought because I had land and not bars on my window.
Fucking better than you.
I thought because I had acreage. No, I'm fucked. So I was just going to blast them and just do pink strobing lights because it's on my property. So fuck them. And play nothing but Celine Dion. Or maybe like, what's the worst song you could play? I think Celine Dion would really get on my tits. Like if somebody was like blaring it.
Especially when she hits that fucking high note.
But maybe meth makes you just like butt hump a lot, you know? So like, it's a pretty fucking, like if you're really in love with somebody, sorry, I'm on mushrooms. If you're really in love with somebody, maybe My Heart Will Go On will really make you want to fuck, you know?
And that would make them procreate more methods.
Yeah, we don't need more of them.
You don't want that.
Maybe like cat scratch fever. Cat scratch fever.
Let me I think London's watching. What up, London?
London, what's the worst song I could play to meth heads?
I'm Googling worst song ever to see what we get for options.
Oh, dude. Never gonna give you up. Not gonna turn.
Dude, Rick Astley? Come on, no.
I'd be Alexa Rick roll and just fucking, you'd see this light show and crackheads scatter.
Fucking cockroaches.
Dude, I thought about buying.
Dude, Don't Worry, Be Happy.
No, that's too, because meth, I think, makes you happy.
What about Achy Breaky Heart?
No.
What's Up by Four Non Blondes?
That song rips.
Yeah, like some of these songs are good. Cotton Eye Joe, I'm playing that tomorrow night. Barbie Girl, I'm definitely playing that tomorrow night.
If you think for a second,
Nookie by Limp Bizkit.
Do you think? Okay,
dude, just play Christmas music.
They would throw money over the fence if I played Cotton Eye Joe. Dude, if you do meth, Cotton Eye Joe is the goddamn national anthem.
So I was going through my DJ deck the other night, and everybody was sitting around. I was just kind of, I was actually on the laptop, and I was going through all the songs I had, and I was betting P. I'm like, you guys don't know who sings this, and I played that Friday song. It's Friday by Rebecca Black.
Yeah,
that is literally the worst song ever recorded, according to Google.
Really?
I played it, and it's stupid catchy, and I could see where it would be catchy, but it is also awful to listen to. The only reason I downloaded it is for a goof.
It's also like lyrically
terrible,
horrendous.
Yeah,
I have some other problems with some other songs.
I do too, but I mean, if you're just gonna,
but if 80% of your song is fun, come on, I don't have any time for you. I grew up with Beatles, Bob Dylan, Shelter from the Storm. Try imagining a place where you're always so safe and warm. Fucking what? John Lennon.
You could literally play some Oasis. I mean, that would be terrible too.
Dude, Oasis. great.
No, but there's definitely some fucking awful, awful songs that you could piss those motherfuckers off with.
You know what I do?
And I'd be here for it.
I have a new thing. Okay. I would just do one of those cop shows. What's that one like? Like that, like it's like NCIS.
NYPD Blue? No, I know.
You're close.
We're there.
Like that. It would just be that over and over again. Because I want them only thinking about that they're going to go to prison. So, highlight. Did I tell you this? I don't know. I'm on mushrooms. My son almost gets attacked by a dog. Runs in the house. We have a rule. You always lock the door because I don't trust fucking anyone. Of course, when you have a son, they don't remember things. So he did not lock the door.
Idiots.
So he goes out down the driveway and a dog, stray pit bull fucking piece of shit, chases him down the driveway. He gets in the house before the dog attacks him. Okay. I happen to have the sheriff of the entire county's cell phone number.
Nice.
So I go, hey, it finally happened to the point where my son was almost attacked. Can I pay you to fix this fucking shit? What's going on? You know, like I operate with some couth, you know, like, hey, it's kind of a problem, you know, whatever. I was like, this is bullshit. So he calls me and Max is like bawling his eyes out. So he calls me right when, and I'm like, dude, nice. Keep playing it up, you know? So Max is like, he's scared out of his fucking mind. You know, he got chased by a fucking, we don't know if they have fucking rabies or whatever, you know?
You got to almost assume that crackheads' dogs are not, they don't have rabies. They don't have their tetanus shot. They don't have any of that shit.
Nary even a booster by Pfizer, sir. So I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And he goes, all right, I'll call you right back. He doesn't call me back, but somebody else calls me. What's going on? I'm like, okay. So there's these pack of rabid fucking pit bulls in our fucking neighborhood to the point where I don't even go out to the mailbox without carrying a gun. That should tell you everything.
It's a BB gun you're talking.
No, I have a gun that shoots pepper spray pellets.
Okay, Rock Hudson. Pew pew. Pew, pew. I got you. You silly dog. Pew. Fuck off.
That's a sick burn. I can't even combat that. The fucked up part is when you shoot the gun, you end up pepper spraying yourself too. So you and the dog are like,
breaks in the barrel and it just
it does. Yeah. Depending on where the wind's blowing, it's not good. So you fucking bastard. That's a great joke. So I'm like, that's a good joke. Fuck you, dude. So I'm like, dude, this is a problem. He goes, all right. So a day goes by, nothing happens. And then I'm upstairs doing something. I think I got the mail or some shit. And I see like fucking cop cars come down the road. Animal control come down the road. So they go to the property. One of the guys on the property had a warrant for his arrest for like 30 felonies. So he's like, hey, what's up? And he gets arrested.
And the whole time he's just pointing across the street at your house.
Probably. Look, and you don't want to be the guy that fucking calls the cops on people because then you become the fucking neighbor and the, you know, and Bewitched that's always looking across the street, you know?
Fucking Abner Kravitz? No, Abner. No, is that the same guy that does
Zoe
that?
Kravitz.
Wait, come full circle with that joke, you cunt.
That's a joke alone. That would never land.
No. Oh fuck. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I was trying. I might have mixed up two things because we call a guy at work Abner. And because of that exact reason, because he's always fucking peeping out.
Yeah, yeah. So you don't want to be that guy, but at a certain fucking point, man, you got to be like, hey, this is getting a little fucked, and I'm at this is a little fucked type of moment. I don't care if they do meth. I don't care. I want them all to die of meth. That's great. Do all the meth. It's fine. But the second that my kids can't go and build a clubhouse by the tree because they get attacked by dogs, we got a fucking problem. And I
was Abner Kravitz.
Really?
I knew I was fucking right.
You know what? This guy. That's insane that you pulled that out of your ass, but it's also a running joke for you and your friends.
You're a running joke.
Now I'm a sitting joke, babe. I can't run anymore. So you don't want to be the asshole of your neighborhood. You don't want to be the police of your neighborhood.
I didn't want to hear the guy down the street had this 392 fucking Charger, and he's always doing donuts and racing up and down the street. And I told him, I yelled out the window a couple times, or yelled at the door. I'm like, dude, fucking stop, man. We got kids playing in the front yard. You're right here. All that thing has to do is jump the curb and use control. And you have two young daughters. Cut the fucking shit, man. And I told a couple of people in the neighborhood, I am going to call the cops. I don't give a fuck anymore. And Yule was always telling me about how many times he called the cops on people. He's like, I'll drop down on these motherfuckers all day. I don't give a fuck. And I'm like, I know, you're the mayor.
Yeah, but a black guy calling the cops is, societally speaking, I got that out correctly. Like
yeah. It was slow, but you got it out.
Yeah, I got a fat tongue, babe. Last resort.
Yeah.
White guy calling the cops is like initial response. Right?
Yes, I agree with that statement as a whole. Yes.
As a feeling.
But here it's been like, it's got to happen more and more for me to, I'm not just going to do it because you did it once. Hey, man, did a burnout. My son thought it was cool. But then it started to get egregious. And it wasn't just one in the where the two streets meet here. It wasn't just one. It started being 3 and 4. And it started being, once you got around with it, you just kept going, up the street. And at that point, you're starting to fishtail. I've got a $50,000 truck sitting on the side of the road. You hit my truck. Now what? Now I got a problem. Now I got a problem, not just because whatever happened. You were being a fucking complete asshole.
Totally.
Now you hit my truck and fucked it up. Now I'm coming after you.
Well, so.
But the dude is, since in the last couple of years, he still gives it a little zip here and there. Usually when he's headed down the end of the street, it's a short, just whoop, and that's it.
The end to the street?
Yeah. N. Yeah. N.
Yeah. N. Yeah. I get you. Yeah. Yeah. What's that say for?
But it's in the middle of the word. Just put it in the middle of rats.
Snuff a Nicholas.
What just happened, I do not condone that at all. I hate these headphones are sliding. Things are happening.
Fix your hairpiece, bitch.
Fix your wig, bitch.
So,
he's calmed it down. But I'm like, I haven't really had a reason to call cops. The only Ob's called a couple times because there's a set of twins over here she goes to school with, and the mom and the dad don't get along, and he's over there threatening like physical fucking violence. Al was like, these are my friends from school. I can't have this happen. So next thing you know, we're calling the non-emergency number.
Yeah, so my whole thing was being anonymous.
Say that again?
Anonymous. Bum, bum,
I just wanted
bum, bum.
to see if you fuck it up the second time.
So I don't want them to know that I'm calling the cops on them.
Yeah.
You
walk outside, you're like, man, this is fucking crazy. Who the fuck would do this, man? You guys just keep to yourself, and you're like, I'm so what?
You're all good people. So the guy that lived there before was dying of some sort of fucking cancer. And he was a bad neighbor, but a good guy, Yeah. So like he would find stuff in the trash and be like, he'd show up and he'd be like, hey, I think your son would really like this stuff. I'm like, that's awesome. He found like a fucking little blippy video game type of thing. Or he would find a fucking deer skull that he bleached, and like, you're like, okay, but every day we can't keep animal skulls in our house, right? So like there's a problem. But that dude that I thought was a bad neighbor was infinitely better than what we have going on over there.
Yeah.
So it's just getting to the point, man, where, and it's fucked up, man. Look, when you see people that are on meth, not have like tried meth and are fucking, dancing around, vibing a little bit, fine. Maybe do some coke, fine. Great. These people are like literal Walking Dead. Like the Walking Dead makeup doesn't even come close to what I see sometimes.
Did you see the video? I think it's somewhere in Philly. It's like Meth Alley.
Yeah.
They show these people living their best life and they're all just fucking sprawled out.
Yeah.
And then they show these people they're like not even walking. They're like frozen in time.
That's something called trank.
Sure, man.
It's meth. It's something else. And they literally, they're in yoga poses that you couldn't do doing yoga.
Yeah. You, the most limber motherfuckers. Hey, yoga teacher woman who is beyond bendable. You should be in a circus. You cannot do these poses these people are doing. And they are stuck. And it's like, I mean, I don't do drugs, so I'd never know what chasing this next high would be and whatever. I mean, this is the biggest drug I do right here. And
I can tell you, it's great. No, I had a little bit of problem with opiates for, I would say 6 years or so.
Jesus Christ. Fuck all that shit, man. I got no use for it.
Well, no. So when I had vertigo, I went to this doctor after my friend hit me in the nuts and she caused an infection in my balls. So I go to piss in the bar and I realize that my nutsack is the size of a fucking top hat.
Elephantitis.
Yeah. I'm like,
and you're not black?
Yeah. When you grab your dick and it's a good dick day?
Yeah, dude.
Fantastic, right? Yeah. I was having a good dick day, but my balls were having a fucking heyday because there was a problem. So I had to go to the hospital, but I also had vertigo. So looking up and looking down was a fucking problem. If I went down, tie my shoes, I'd be dizzy, look up, be dizzy, go to sleep. I feel like I'm falling out of my bed all the time. It was bad. I had that for like 4 years straight. After the testicle problem, they prescribed hydrocodone.
Fuck all that shit. Oh, no, wait. I had oxys. Okay.
Yeah. But this is right around the oxy craze.
Yeah.
Craze too.
What?
Sorry. You're right. Fuck. God damn it. The oxy craze too. So then the doctor says, hydrocodone is whatever. Let's try oxycodone.
That's what I had.
I'm like, great, fine, whatever. And apparently, so the issue I had in my ear was that something got loose and it would hit the nerve endings. But if I took painkillers, where on the painkiller bottle, it would say, may cause dizziness.
Starting to be a sign.
Right. May cause dizziness. It didn't cause dizziness because I would have all the nerve endings fucking numbed. So then I go to my doctor. I'm like, hey, I think the thing that you prescribed for my nuts is fixing my vertigo. So then literally he would just keep prescribing Oxycontin. And it's not addictive. That's what he said.
Well, I knew it was. So when I had my shoulder surgery, I got sent home on that. And the surgeon
you knew it now, but this is like
I mean, when you're young and impressionable and things are whatever,
2006 probably. Yeah.
Obviously I've never done this shit. I've never had after my car accident, I got prescribed something like that. And I took one of them and I threw the rest in the toilet. So when my shoulder thing came, I said, listen, man, I don't feel comfortable taking them. I mean, I have an addictive personality, I think, just like for like fun and shenanigans, but I didn't know how that might relate to fucking opiates. I'm probably sure there's no correlation at all.
I think it's hit or miss.
Because I obviously don't do drugs. I can count all the times I've fucking done weed on both hands. Whatever. Maybe 3 hands. Fine. But I'm like, I didn't want to take it. And I told him that. I'm like, can I do something else? And they're like, when the pain blocker wears off in about a day, this is gonna fucking hurt.
Yep.
And he's like, if you can,
they would say stay out of the pain.
Wait until you're about to go to sleep. Because sleep was a motherfucker. And they said that was gonna be your number one problem. Just before you're going to sleep, or you want to go to sleep, take one. That way you're tired, you fall asleep. It kicks in while you're sleeping. You don't get the bad trip. You might have some fucked up dreams, but you're not tripping while you're awake. So I took it the first couple of days. I think I took 2 of them. And the second time I took it, I'm like, I did not like the way I felt. And I told him, I said, I'm fucking done. I threw them away. I'm like, I'm not doing this shit. And he's like, all right, I'll send you a script for acetaminophen and ibuprofen. I'm like, we have that in the house.
Yeah, they gave you
like unless it's like it's a higher dose.
Tylenol.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I have 200 milligram ibuprofen here. I'll just take 4 of them. So I started, and they're like, don't stick to one, alternate, because if you do one too much, it can fuck up your liver or fuck up something. So anytime it hurt after that, I was 1,000 milligrams of ibuprofen, 800 milligrams of acetaminophen. Back and forth. So I went after 8 weeks. I went back, and when I was able to get out of my fucking sling, and I talked to the doctor, he's like, "What have you been doing for pain?" And how bad does thing to do with them? You for
you're there, then you're not.
Your hands are moving.
Okay, I hear you.
Everybody's freezing. It's like Max headroom up in his pit.
Dude,
are we back? Move.
Yeah, you'd be like this.
Your hand.
And this. Oh, it's all right. Yeah, so you have an 8 out of 10 ranking on networks.
Yeah, I'm hardlined in, so it's not me ever. It's you.
Yeah, no, I'm 10 out of 10, babe.
One kid's asleep.
You sound like Michael Jackson.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yes, so alcohol with painkillers. Like, so you start taking them, and so I would never take them before work.
Well, that's very cordial of you.
Yes, thank you. I would go to work all day. And then when I got home, I'd be like, take one. And then the one that it would take wouldn't kick. So I'd take 2. Well, then, 2 didn't hit. So then I'll take 3. And it just kept going to a certain point.
If you had some sort of patience, you could have avoided all that.
Yeah, but
let it hit.
But the whole time they're saying the doctor is saying it's totally fine.
Yeah, that's what they do because of more pills.
Yeah, and so when I stopped taking them altogether, I was like cold turkey. Never going to take them again. It felt like, when you know you're getting the flu?
Yeah.
I can hear you, but I can't see you right now. Are you pointing?
Yeah.
Okay. We're only like a fraction of a second off. Okay.
Thank God once we go big time, they're going to be paying for better internet.
When I was getting the flu, I would feel like I'm not getting the flu. I would feel like the way I felt like getting off of that shit.
Yeah, I don't
like the fevers and the fucking like the shaking. I had no idea I was going through like detox. I just stopped taking pills.
Yeah,
it was crazy. And then my vertigo went away because this is why I believe in aliens. I'm on mushrooms. So I'm at my sister's boyfriend's house on Christmas Eve. And I have this crippling disease called benign positional vertigo. And I hate it.
It's made up.
It's not made up. It's a real fucking thing.
You read it in a book.
No, it's terrible. You can't sleep. You can't tie your shoes. You can't look up. You can't look down. And sometimes.
I'm so glad you're cured.
Thank you, buddy. In your safe space, which is here, where your head's here. Sometimes in your safe space.
I wish that thing you're holding up had a fucking plus sign in it, and it was fucking from a sniper. It was 1,000 yards away.
Sometimes in your safe area, which is like here, as long as I don't do this, it's like one of those fucking like VR things.
I don't follow that shit.
As long as I'm here, I don't have a problem. Yeah. And then all of a sudden you're driving on the road and you're here, and all of a sudden your whole vision goes fucked. So all the cars move on the road.
Yeah.
You're dying, basically. I remember Sarah and I drank a fuckload of wine one night. It was Christmas Eve.
Wine soon. I haven't drank wine in forever.
Dude, getting wine drunk is fucking.
Dude, it's the greatest.
Yeah, because
I think we drank all the wine here. We're about out. We gotta refuel here, man. I love getting fucked up on wine.
And at the time, I was never really a wine guy. When I would take painkillers, I would say, okay, I could only drink white wine with painkillers. Right. So, but we started drinking fucking red wine one night, Christmas Eve. And I remember going to bed, and I remember saying, if my vertigo is the same tomorrow, I'm probably going to kill myself. I remember saying that. I go to bed and I have this weird dream.
There is no God.
I didn't pray to God. I just remember saying it to myself.
Yeah, I know, but there is no God, because if there was a God, he would have answered that fucking call for help.
Okay, now I get it. Yeah, now I get it.
Send in the lightning.
So I had this dream that people went into my brain.
It's the Matrix.
And took the thing out that was making me dizzy.
Aw.
So I wake up, I'm hungover, and I'm more dizzy that morning than I've ever been in my life. Imagine like, you have a young child like Brady, gross name, and he's in a bounce house and you have to go get him and you're walking as an adult in a bounce house, you're kind of like bouncy. It's weird, That's what it felt like walking in real life. And I was like, well, that's a sign. I'm going to have this Christmas Day. And then I'm going to go to South Carolina and I'm going to kill myself. The next morning I wake up, it's gone. It's gone completely. There's still times where if I am looking up.
But you continue to take the drugs, though.
No, I had already been off them. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't sure. I figured.
Dude, painkillers are the fucking best. You know why? Because they kill pain. Not just like physical pain, but like emotional pain.
You want to know what helps with that?
Booze. And then I
Why
found
do
this
you get
magical
so
thing called
drunk?
bourbon.
Because I have pain inside, and this helps.
Dude, I'm telling you yesterday.
I can't wait. I was just telling somebody today at Vinny's or last night at work or whatever that I'm very excited to start my bourbon expedition,
dude.
And I can't wait to start slow. I'm gonna buy some airplane bottles just so I can pour it over ice and have it and find out which ones I like, and then I will buy a fifth, which is a small one, right? Small bottle.
Yep.
From there, whatever, and I would like to try a couple because I don't want to start buying a $70 bottle of bourbon just to try it and not like it and whatever. So I am going to reach out to you for some help and Big Hurt. I was over to his house last weekend, 2 weekends ago, having some beers, and we started talking about it and whatnot. It was funny. I walked out. I had a hockey game last Sunday, and it was weird. My whole family was dressed in black, I guess. They were in the lodge behind the hockey rink.
Dressed like your liver.
Yeah, my soul, the asshole. Liver's in good shape. It's nice and pink. And I couldn't see him up there. And I looked in the parking lot and I didn't see Chris's Jeep. So I started to wonder, I'm like, did they get caught up at my mom's?
Wait, I have a joke. Was Ortez behind him? Okay, sorry. Good.
I couldn't even see their teeth. So I was like, I started to wonder. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I mean, they get caught up. My mom didn't let him leave. I mean, did something happen? Whatever. So I didn't see him. So we got our asses kicked. I almost got into a fight, which would have been awesome.
Oh, was Brian Bliss there to fucking?
No, man. We have a ref with only one. He's got a hook. He's an older guy. He's got a hook.
Oh, and it's in East Aurora.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is he the kid?
He's an older guy. He's like probably 60s or 70s.
Oh, okay.
He's got a hook. He looks like the fucking guy, the next door neighbor to Kevin McAllister in Home Alone.
Nice.
Okay. He looks
just
like him.
Sweet.
Except for he's got a hook.
Way scarier. Yeah. Good. Nice.
Anyhow, so I get in the locker room and fucking rifle my fucking goalie mask off the floor. I was like, well, there's $400 I just broke. Threw all my shit off, ripped off my fucking jersey and chest protector, put my hat on. And one of the older guys, the guy that brings a bourbon every week, he sits next to me. He's like, you need this. Comes over to the sleeve of cups, fucking pours in, I think it was Bullet he had this week.
Favorite.
So I text Chris. I'm like, where the fuck are you? She goes, we just walked over. I'm like, well, fuck. I'm pissed that we got our asses kicked and whatever. So I fucking walk out and I'm in my pants, my pads, and my skates. I got my hat on, sweaty. And I walk out with this little cup of fucking bourbon. Walk out, family sitting there. And I was like, sorry that didn't go very well. And Chris, she does this. What's that? She goes, it's bourbon, ain't it? And I go, yep. She goes, so it's 4:30 and you're on to the brown liquor? I'm like, Did you not watch what just happened out there? I go, my beer is sitting inside. So I was like, and it's room temperature. I like my drinks cold. So
Yeah.
And I actually talking to Big Hurt about that. I said, I found that out while I was drinking wine. I asked the sommelier, I'm like,
and
I said,
weird.
am I breaking a rule if I pour my red wine over ice? He goes, how you like your wines, how you like it. He goes, yeah, you're supposed to drink it room temperature. He goes, but if you like it chilled, fucking drink it chilled. It ain't changing anything.
Right.
He goes, it's not going to just give you this. He goes, are you on a wine spiritual journey? I says, no, man. I enjoy the taste of wine. I want to learn about it.
Bourbon
is
completely different.
Yeah, when he was telling me about that, I go, but I like it chilled. And he's like, there's some days I just come home and fucking splash some in a cup and fucking drink it. He goes, there's other days I put the fucking ball in the glass, pour my bourbon around it, pour my couple fingers, and I enjoy it for an hour. I'm like, that's kind of what I want to do. So I'm intrigued. So and I'm going to lean on people that know.
Before our first podcast, I put some Knob Creek in a glass. And what I do is I grab a fistful of fucking ice, drop it in there, whatever. And I take a sip and I was like, fuck, this tastes like shit. And Tiny goes, I really love it. I was like, well, you like the way this tastes? She's like, I've never put ice in it. So I think she likes it because there's no ice in it. And I've never tasted it without ice in it. So there's no common ground there.
Yeah.
The second you introduce ice or even a couple droplets of water.
He said bourbon, that too. Yeah.
It changes fucking everything.
Like for the good or the bad?
Either way. Either
really?
way.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, it's weird. Like, so the one I had from upstairs with ice in it, and it was a Knob Creek. This is the Knob Creek from the guys that they had from the cigar episode.
From the what episode?
The cigar episode. We had cigars.
With the EDM show?
Yeah, yeah.
You guys were smoking. Oh, that's right. You.
Yeah.
I haven't had a cigar in forever. I can't wait. I gotta have more.
Didn't go well. But I'm like drinking it, and it's got ice in it, and I can only smell like caramel and cigars.
I'm failing to see the bad part here.
Yeah, I'm like, this is great. Bang, bang, bang. But the aftertaste was like fucking like fire.
Yeah.
So I go to Tony, I'm like, you like this shit? Because to me, like, if you want to like give me a good bottle, like don't buy me like a fucking $75 bottle of bourbon. Just give me Bullet.
Yeah. You said that. That's
I like
one of
Bullet.
your favorite ones. Yeah.
To me, it's the best. Bullet tastes great. Neat. It tastes great.
Neat is just room temperature in a glass, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just drop it in. Go for it. But some of these like weird, obscure ones, like this is a Knob Creek rye. It's 100 proof. Buddy, it's rough, dude.
Like I said, I'm going to lean on you guys. I'm going to do some airplane bottles, little taste tests, and find one I like. Then I'm going to step up and get one. And obviously, it's going to take me forever because I even told my wife, I'm like, listen, man, I'm a beer drinker. But as I'm getting older, I would like to have a rough, it's hard for me to have a bad week at work, but I'm like, there might be a Friday night where I just want to sit back and have a glass of bourbon. I am not going to drink like you because you're obviously, I'm trying to figure out the word. You're experienced in the bourbon land where I'm new. So you can drink half a bottle of bourbon and go to the spirit land or whatever. I could have 2 glasses and I'll end up right with you in the spirit land. I want to ease my way into it and whatnot. But I just want
the cool part about it. So last night I was hanging out with a guy that likes scotch.
Another thing I know nothing about.
I know nothing about Scotch, but apparently Lagavulin is the best.
Is
Lagavulin.
Okay. It's a brand of bourbon or a Scotch. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't fuck it up.
No, I just was trying to hear.
It sounds like me throwing up.
It sounds like you bit your tongue twice.
Right. Did not. Apparently, in the Scotch world, which I never, I'm in the bourbon world. I love bourbon.
Yeah.
Okay. Bourbon loves me. We're friends. I should probably not drink bourbon. But the fucking Scotch world, dude, the more peaty it is, the better the quality.
Really?
You know what peat is? Moss. Yeah. It tastes like fucking assholes. So I buy my friend and I a double Lagavulin on the rocks. You sip it, it tastes like you're drinking fucking Deep Woods Off, man. It is fucking terrible. First sip sucks. Second sip sucks. Third sip, kind of used to it.
Rolling after four steps.
It just walks you through like progressionally. Like
every year, like Christmas, and when Yule has his birthday, we buy him a bottle of Hennessy, the VSOP, because he likes it. It's, you know, you buy the fifth, it's 40 some bucks, whatever. He appreciates it, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I like taking care of my neighbors. I love it.
Like shit.
It does taste like shit, but whatever. The other night, I was texting you and Ortez. He came over to play hockey. Well, me and Brady were out playing hockey. We had the fire going and whatever. I'm like, dude, you want a beer? And he's like, oh, fucking last beer I had, because he got off the beer because if he drinks too many of them, he feels bloated. I get it, dude. We all do. You know, you drink too many, you're like, fuck, what the fuck did I do? So he goes over, and before he leaves, he's like, I'm going to go grab something in my house. I'm like, all right, cool. He goes, you want some Douce? I'm like, I'm not black. I don't know what that means. And he's like, it's a cognac. And I said, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'm not going to work tonight. I'm having a good time playing hockey with my kid. We got beats going on. We got a fire. I got fucking Heinekens and some bushes in the snow. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll have one.
Sure.
So he comes over with a little red cup, and he's like, you know, tell me when. I'm like, dude, just fill the fucking cup up. And I drank it. It was like the first hit. It was tough, man. It was like,
yeah.
Oof.
You get that adjusted palate though, and
but I was like, after, you know, then you just nip at it. That's what I do. Like these guys get those little cups of bourbon, and they're like, Foop, and I'm like, bro, I can't do it. I'm like, I'm sipping on mine, drinking my beer, sipping on mine. They're like, what the fuck's that? Dude? It's he always brings very good bourbon because that's what he does, and he gives away the other half of the bottle to whoever's the player of the game, which is great. You know, that one day he gave me a little bit, and it was enough to have a finger or two of a little sip of bourbon. I had some that night and rattled around in my wine glass, and it was good. It was 40-something, 49. Don't know. It was all right.
1792?
No, something 49.
Go on now. Go on now, get. Go on, boy.
Got to go back to when I got player of the game for back-to-back shutouts.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there's a garbage plate.
So would you say that this loss that you had was on you?
When? The last one right here?
Yeah.
Yes and no. We were down 2-0. We were down 2-0, and they made a little one time to a guy that was wide open, and I thought he was going to throw it back across. So I hesitated, and he fucking ripped a snapper right between my legs. And before the puck went between my legs and hit the net, I screamed fuck so loud. I think they heard it in West Seneca. So I went to the bench afterwards. I'm like, they're like, how much did you hate that third goal? I'm like, you have no idea. I was like, oh, we heard it. I was angry. The other 49. It's called.
I've never had that. Yeah. Oh, I've had that. I've had it. Yeah.
750 mils.
That's good.
47.5%, 95 proof. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Dude, Bullet regular is the best on the planet. Yeah. It sucks when I'm not like a goalie, but when you overthink the play.
Yeah,
so you think logically.
Yeah.
I got this guy set down and we're good. And then you think he's going to go over here. So you adjust your shit.
Yeah. When those guys shoot from the right side of me, like there's certain people I know, I'll come across and I'll open the 5-hole like real wide. Like I'll be like this because I want them to shoot. I want them to see that all that area. I want them to shoot between my legs because my knees are so close to the ice.
Yeah, you can pinch.
Just close the door, hits me in the gut. It's over.
Yeah.
Well, I knew there was a guy coming back door, and my defenseman played the 2-on-1
so you
awfully.
Knew there was a guy coming back door,
and I came over, and I no more than stuck my right foot in this fucking ice, and I was gonna push back because I thought he was going to throw the puck back to my left and the guy was going to be wide open. I was going to attempt it. As soon as I did that, he knew he had me. And I was just caught in no man's land. And he fucking ripped it through my legs.
What are you going to do?
And I just sat there and screamed.
Yeah.
Fuck. And then all hell broke loose. And then my defense was, one of the guys was behind the net. And they break out on a 2-on-1, 3-on-1, and I hung out to dry, and I stopped caring. I'm like, I'm not getting hurt. I had something going on with my shin too. Oh, Brady, the week before, Brady hit me in the fucking shin with a hockey ball from like Winterfest.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a frozen fucking gourd.
Frozen fucking orb. Yeah.
And I thought my shin was bleeding during the game. Every time I went down, it hurt so bad. So, I mean, that was in my head, whatever. And then like late in the game, like there's like 30 seconds left. We were getting fucking torched. One of our guys got in the crease the other end, and the goalie lost his shit. He threw his glove in his blocker, and he started throwing punches. I'm like, it's 8-1 at this point. There's 30 seconds left. So I'm like, I skated to center ice. And I hear the commissioner of the league is on my team. He's on the bench. He's like, Daryl, don't. I'm like, fuck you. I already, dude. I'll go back to this in a second. I was already fucking uber pissed off. So I skated to fucking center and I stood there and I'm watching the clock tick. And I'm like, all right, so I'm either here to fight or I'm here to be first in the lineup because we got our asses kicked. Either way, I'm good right now. And I waited for that goalie to fucking...
And you're not a fighter.
No, this would be probably my second goalie fight ever. And I was fucking crunched down.
Oh, dude,
I was about ready to pull my mask off and set it down because I got a $400 mask and I'm not about to throw it and break it. I was gonna set it down and I was gonna skate in there and just fucking annihilate this dude. But then the ref got in and broke it up, and I was like, "Fuck!" I was so pissed.
Okay, so question.
Yes, sir.
If I'm in a lacrosse fight, the last thing I'm going to do is take my helmet off.
Yeah.
Because I don't give a shit.
Yes, and you're also paying $37 for a fucking bucket where I have a $400 mask. Mine's not even painted yet. I don't want to chip it. And if you're a fucking asshole and you go into a goalie fight and don't have your mask off, fuck off.
Okay, so you think for a goalie fight, the appropriate action is
take the mask off.
Yeah, sleeve off. Just fucking go
Because
for it.
what are you hitting aside from fucking Kevlar and metal? Like at least with normal people, like now they can't take their helmets off. They don't wear an eye shield and half their face is open. You can hit some skin. And a goalie, what are you hitting? Nothing.
Right. So
take your
you
mask
want to
off,
roll
you
into
pussy.
the conflict
Yeah.
being full guard, right?
Yep.
And then you want to pull their mask off and you want to punch them in the face.
Yep.
But you're like, you know what? I'm going to take my mask off too.
Yeah. I'm going. Yeah.
It's so romantic.
Yes.
Did you fucking kiss him too afterwards?
No, I didn't even get in there. I was the first one in a fucking handshake line, and he got suspended a game.
Stupid.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
We'll be out of this.
You wanna do one next Thursday night? Day before that non-Valentine's Day
Yeah.
shit show?
Yeah.
I'm on
I
vacation,
think we
so
dress
Thursday's
all
good.
in red. You know?
I cannot oblige. I will wear pink.
Fair.
I can wear pink.
Fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not wearing red.
He can't wear red because of the college that we both love. So
Suck a dick, faggot.
well, when you bleed blue, you can't.
You don't. I got the
Also-
receipts. Stop.
Okay, so
patronizing me.
hold on. So the last time I went to your college's football game, they won the what?
Big Ten.
National championship. So
Was it last year you went
Oh.
with me?
yes.
23 season?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I hate that.
And how they do this year?
Just a smidge better than here expected, honestly.
Barely.
Yeah,
Barely.
yeah, barely. The fact that we beat Ohio State when we were 21-point favorites or underdogs on the road, and then beat Alabama in a bowl game. Fuck off, man. I'll take that every day of the week.
So
Sunday.
apparently, when I go to a game, they win the natty. Know what I mean?
All right. Yep. Good talk. Fucking,
You know what? You're welcome.
Fucking pharmacy non-student.
You're
asshole.
welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right. I love you.
Love you too, man. Good times as always. 2:00. It's time for me to dip out. I got shit to do tomorrow. Me and Brady got to get
I'm
some
gonna
haircuts.
go
I got to
jack off
DJ a
into
party.
Panda hat. If only I knew. Oh, got it. Okay, got it.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
Let's
Have fun
smash your
tomorrow.
love. I'll try.
No.
I'll send you some videos and some pictures. Should be a good time.
I hope that you can figure out a way to like FaceTime me.
I will.
right.
If not, we can do the Facebook through the Facebook Messenger thing. I think
Yeah.
I had the video through that or whatever.
Sweet.
I'm trying to meet up with Ryan Tracy at Blackwater.
Oh,
I got his football helmet. I told him I'm going to hold it hostage if we don't have
I'm so jealous. God
I'm
damn
gonna
it.
try to meet up with him. And then
All
let's see what Epstein's doing too. He might actually be at the party too.
So weirdly, Epstein went to high school with my adopted brother's wife.
Dude, what a fucking world, man.
Yeah, and it's still creepy.
Yeah.
You know? Gross. All right. Later, Goose.
I can't even do anything. Push the button. Don't.
You ain't black.
Don't
black.
just push the button.
You ain't black.
Like my wife. Like
Why
my
you should be in control.
like my wife.
Immediately regret this decision.
What? Dude, you
Why
should
the-
stop
fake
being
you.
such a fucking